Welcome back to another week of hot takes and pump fakes. We got our regular crew back. No Ryan. I think he's got like a work dinner or something like that. Um,
On a date.
Maybe with a side of Snuggles. And then Coach P's got stuck at work, so he will be unable to attend. So we got Matt, we got Luke, regular guest at pod. Um, well, first things first, we've already kind of talked about NFL free agency before in the offseason, but I mean, this kind of early week, I mean, it's been crazy with all the rumors and stuff. So I'll swing it to Kelvin first. What what are we thinking? Maybe some landing predictions or just your thoughts in general about offseason so far.
First, let me get my Skip Bayless on and say Derek Carr to the Saints, man. What a great move by the Saints. I mean, you had a top 5 defense last year with a terrible offense. Now you can get a quarterback in there who can actually throw the ball, get it to Chris Olave, get it to Alvin Kamara. Yeah, they got to get some pieces. They got to get a wide receiver number 2, hopefully. Well, that's if Michael Thomas actually plays more than like 4 games this year. And then probably gets healthier on the O-line. But I really like that move. I think that right now that makes the Saints the best team in the NFC South. I know that's not saying much, but hey, that's a playoff team right there. And if you can sweep the NFC South, that's 6 wins right there. And looking at the rest of their schedule, I mean, shoot, they could have a top 3 or 4 seed in the NFC just based off their schedule, just because the NFC South is so weak. Uh, Daniel Jones getting what was it, 38 million, 40 million? Ridiculous. that him getting 40 million is going to reset the market right there. Because now you think Lamar Jackson doesn't see that? He's like, Daniel Jones is getting 40 million, and you guys don't want to give me what I'm asking for. Yeah. So the Giants just kind of messed up the QB market for years to come. What else? Titans shopping Derrick Henry. Crazy, but could be the right move. I mean, Derrick Henry's 29. Titans are kind of in that spot where it's like we're not bad enough to have a number 1 pick, but we're not good enough to win a playoff game. So it's kind of like we might as well just blow it up. So you might as well just start there, train your best player, and just try and get some pieces moving forward. But so far, starting off, I like what NFL free agency is looking like. It's starting to look like NBA free agency a little bit. Just crazy moves, 24/7, crazy contracts. So I'm really liking it so far.
Yeah, to kind of add on to that, I think the NFL is kind of like the only professional sport, especially in the United States, that you see the most trades happen in the offseason instead of in season like the NBA and the MLB. So I think it's pretty neat. I think it's a lot more exciting in terms of trade and roster moves in the offseason than in season compared to, sport like the MLB. But I do have a question for you, Kev.
Yep.
Um, what wide receiver 2 can the Saints possibly afford?
Could they
You know,
possibly afford? I mean, they could. I don't know. Do they have a first-round pick? I'm pretty sure they do, right?
I'm sure they do.
And maybe draft one, or I
They don't
mean,
have one.
they don't.
The Eagles
Well,
have their pick.
ooh, yeah, I forgot about that. Well, I mean, like I said in the chat the other day, the Saints always, every year, the Saints are always in cap hell. They're like negative 57 million in cap space right now. And then they make 2 or 3 moves and then they're back to signing players like it's nothing. They do that every single year. Um, I mean, they could always trade somebody. I know, like you said, the Rams looking for somebody to get rid of Allen Robinson for you. I don't know who else is out there. Maybe throw Juju a contract because isn't he a free agent? See what the Chiefs do with that. I mean, there's guys out there. I mean, they could find somebody.
Okay. Okay. I like that. I like that. Gems.
Yeah. Derek Carr to the Saints. Hopefully that's a good move for them. Derrick Henry, I think he's going to Atlanta. Sorry. That's a good spot for him. He gets a lot of touches, works with a dynamic tight end and receiver, takes some pressure off because he only had one dynamic receiver in his time with Tennessee. But two things I'm a little concerned about is Saquon Barkley got the non-exclusive tag, which means he could potentially walk. I could see a random team like Seattle jumping in the mix, get a little two-head monster out there with Kenneth Walker and Saquon. Help Geno out a little bit in that offensive line. But I think the biggest move today was all-pro defensive tackle Javon Hargrave. Did not get the tag, so he's a free agent now. Eagles probably going to take a defensive lineman, probably interior would be my guess. Yeah, I think Hargrave's going to go to the Bears, and the Bears are going to draft Jalen Carter as their first-round pick. I think that's a stud. Two studs at interior defensive line. That's the direction they need to go.
So do you see your team, the Chargers, making a potential move this offseason?
We're going to make moves, just not big splashes. For some reason, we're like fourth in the odds for Derrick Henry, and that's just not going to happen. I don't know. We'll probably sign some guys back. We're going to lose some guys, unfortunately. If I had to guess what we're going to do in the offseason, we're going to restructure Joey Bosa's deal. We'll probably get a linebacker in there for a veteran minimum. And then maybe if we do not draft a wide receiver, we could get like a Marquez Valdez-Scantling, just like a speed guy to help us out. So
when is Herbert due for his contract?
Next off season.
Oh, so you guys are definitely gonna make some cap moves to try and free up some space for him next year.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I think they're gonna wait until next year.
Yeah,
I think he's fine with it because he knows that he's gonna want the money, and that means Keenan Allen's probably gone and Khalil Mack's probably gone. So.
Okay. Davo, I mean, what we feeling over there?
Yeah, with the whole Derek Carr going to the Saints, I have a little bit of I guess a prediction with that being said and done. But I want to talk about Lamar Jackson. I think he leaves Baltimore no matter what. Daniel Jones just got the big contract. Geno just got a contract. I mean, there's going to be several contracts moving forward from here. I think Lamar's going to get the money that he deserves. I don't know where he's going to go. He could say fuck you, Justin Fields. I do it better and go to Chicago and get him out of there, which would be absolutely crazy because Chicago's got the most cap space available. But I don't know where, but because Atlanta's no longer interested in him. Just don't know. I think Saquon is going to be leaving New York. Giants don't have the type of bread to pay two guys. One being Daniel Jones with that huge deal. I've been really trying to think of what running back Buffalo could sign because that was the main factor of their offense not being as dominant as it was that back half of the season. And I was just looking through the free agents, and I think I found a guy for Buffalo, and his name is Kareem Hunt. You don't have to pay him that much. Big back, he'll run the ball hard, and I think that's what they need. Going back to Derek Carr, you were talking about the wide receiver too, John and Kelvin, y'all were. And I think Allen Lazard is going to be the number 2 on the Saints.
Oh, I like that. That's a good move.
Mm-hmm. And then the last free agent I want to talk about is Levante David. Bucks got to make the cap space. Levante David, I think, is for sure gone. I think he's on the back end of his career. I think he's 33, 34. I think he'll grab a little check and end up in Chicago.
Fuck, I forgot what I was going to say to you. But I had a good question for you. Oh, yeah. No, it wasn't a question. It was a comment on the Kareem Hunt. I mean, he also can catch football, too.
He sure can.
And with the offense that they run, you have Josh Allen at quarterback. I mean, I think that would be a great pickup for the Bills. Now, whether or not they do it or not, is completely up to them. But I think that's a move that they should definitely pursue. So let me swing it to the other Patriots fan in the call, Luke.
Let's go.
What are we thinking?
Right off the rip, we were talking about Lamar a few seconds ago. I could have swore he would have been leaving, but he really has no other option other than Baltimore. Because the Dolphins are out, Falcons are out, Panthers are out. Literally every team that has like the cap space to sign him, other than the Bears, which I doubt they're gonna try and get rid of Justin Fields for Lamar for. So I think he's gonna stay in Baltimore. We haven't talked about Geno Smith getting a 3-year, $105 million deal. That's big money for a dude who was like kind of mediocre before last year, but proud of
52
him.
million year one. Also,
That is insane. Can't believe that. But like Kelvin said, Daniel Jones kind of set the bar way too high for like the quarterbacks up to come because I mean 40 mil for Daniel Jones, that's just like that's blasphemy, man. That makes me feel like I could go out there and
That's
get a $10 million
pretty good.
contract, you know? Yeah. So other than that, I mean, with the Derrick Henry situation, there's once again not many teams I can see him going to. Other than like, I mean, I could see the Broncos, but I just don't think
Javonte Williams.
I think he would do. I think he would fit well. Or if Lamar were to stay with the Ravens, maybe Derrick Henry goes to the Ravens. But I don't know.
Derrick Henry's an Atlanta Falcon. I mean, I think
Don't wanna
Arthur
see that.
Smith, him and Arthur Smith got that connection. You know,
I don't want to see Derrick Henry ruin his career because I do like Derrick Henry. No offense to any Falcons fans.
I'm just telling you,
Good thing
Arthur
they're not
Smith,
here.
him and Arthur
Smith
Smith, man.
here. Yeah.
But yeah, that's all my real thoughts as of right now.
Okay. All right, Matt.
So I got a few things here. Well, first off, Daniel Jones should not have gotten the contract. I think they should have gave it to Saquon. But good for Daniel Jones. I want to know who his agent is. Getting all this money, all this good negotiating because I just don't see him worth $40 million a year. I just saw that the Dolphins released Byron Jones to save on cap. I don't know why you want to weaken that defense when it kind of carried them last season with the whole quarterback situation. Not 100% sure why you do that. And last thing is I have no idea what my Panthers are doing. Haven't really made any big moves. We still have a huge question mark at quarterback, running back, and they're just sitting there. Especially with Tony Pollard got franchise tag today. I don't know what direction the Panthers are going to go in. So I don't know. Maybe they'll sign Derrick Henry. Who knows?
I feel like y'all are just waiting till the draft.
And I don't know why. I mean, maybe we'll go in there and maybe get a quarterback or running back, but I don't know. I don't know why they're just sitting on the sidelines for the free agency.
I don't know either. I don't think it's a good idea as well. I guess a couple thoughts that I got regarding my guy Jalen Ramsey. He will be traded. I don't know when, but there's two teams that stick out to me. One is probably an obvious guess. The second one's not. First one is the Detroit Lions. They got the capital. Draft will send to us, after the Matthew Stafford deal, so they can maybe send us some more picks back, hopefully. And then the second team, could be a hot take, could not be, is the Cincinnati Bengals.
They got the cap
Because
space.
Jesse Bates is not going back to Cincinnati. So you have a weakened secondary. It's not like Ramsey's going to be there for much longer as a Bengal. So you don't have to pay him for that long, and you have draft picks. If you kind of want to go all out and try to win, I think it's a great move for Cincinnati and a great move for us if we want that draft capital back. Speaking on the Rams, I think we're just tanking for Caleb Williams or Drake May at this point. So we're going to get rid of everybody. But other than that, The problem with Lamar Jackson is since he's tagged, any team that would try to sign him, trade for him, would have to give up 2 first-round picks. That's not worth it. You might as well just wait till next season and try to sign him. So I don't think that he's going to be in Baltimore, like Luke was saying. And then a couple signings, I think Orlando Brown, the offensive tackle from the Chiefs, he will not be a Chief. I think he will be going to the Bears. And I also think Mike Gesicki will be joining him on the Chicago Bears as well. And Cole Smet's time with the Bears is over.
We're saying everyone's going to the Bears, it looks like, fellas.
Well, Bears have. I mean,
they got the most money.
Clearly, they're trying to make Justin Fields their guy, and so I feel like they're gonna try to get some guys in there. I mean, talk about you got the Arlington, Heights. You're gonna get that stadium built soon. A lot of exciting things are happening in Chicago. While may not seem like that at first, if you take a deep dive, obviously they're going to draft defense and probably some wide receivers in this draft. Try to help them out. Maybe try to get a guy. Maybe try to get Allen Robinson back. Who knows? We'll see. And then the court. Then what's up with all these above average, and below average quarterbacks getting all this money? I mean, we got Geno Smith, above average quarterback, getting all this money. Got Daniel Jones, average quarterback, getting all this money. Then you got Derek Carr, below average quarterback, getting all this money. Just
Derek Carr hater.
Oh yeah, boy.
It's just wild to me. But we're getting to MLB money territory, so I think it's good for the guys, though. I think it's good. But let's switch gears to the other side. To the indoor sport, NBA. Season's winding down. Playoffs are coming soon. I'm excited for it. I'll swing it to Luke first because I'm sure, he wants to talk about his squad a little bit and then maybe add something as well.
I mean, first things first, I am highly disappointed in my Dallas Mavericks. When I saw he traded for what's that face for?
So disappointed, man.
I am disappointed. We've been playing like poop, I feel like Luka and Kyrie, like ever since we made that trade, have been they've both been the only ones scoring. It seems like we kind of lost all team chemistry, but they found their own. I don't know. It's kind of a weird combo. I'm actually watching them right now. We're winning, but that's beside the point. If I had to give a straight prediction, I think the Bucks are now the official best team in the NBA. Even though like 2 weeks ago it was definitely the Celtics. But the Bucks are looking unstoppable. Giannis is looking unstoppable. He's playing back to MVP level again. A little bit of a hot take here, but I think the Nuggets are potential first-round exits. Even though they're the 1 seed. I think any team in the West, 1 through 8, will be able to, maybe not like the Kings or the Jazz, but anybody else.
Lakers.
The fakers, you mean? The fakers? Unfortunately, if the Lakers don't get to Anthony Davis, I don't think there'll be anything good for the next 3 to 4 years. But anyways, I think any team within 1 through 8 or 2 through 8 of the Western Conference could easily beat the Nuggets in a 7-game series. But for the East, however, I think the 2 best teams in that are definitely the Bucks and Celtics. But watch out for the 76ers because they are hot. To be honest.
Yeah, I think the 76ers made the right moves at the deadline. That's just me.
Yeah, I agree.
But I've said this before. I'll say it again. Doc Rivers is the most overrated coach in all professional sports.
He's one of the best regular season coaches ever, but probably the worst postseason coach ever.
You got to talk about the teams that he's coached, right? Mm-hmm. The talent that he's had, and it's only amounted to 1 championship.
Yep.
That's wild. That should never happen. But moving on to that, I'll swing it to Davo. What you been seeing recently?
Lakers stink. Even though they won a couple games out of LeBron, I like seeing that. I like seeing that we can throw without having the best player of all time on our team. It shows that we don't really need him. Let me look at the standings real quick. I didn't really write anything down. I just throw off some predictions of standings. Yeah, like Luke was saying, Bucks are just clear cut. I pick a little sleeper team. Could be the Clippers.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
Yeah.
hot take.
I don't know, man. If they get that thing going, they get Russ involved correctly. That's kind of a dangerous team. I know you got playoff P, but I mean, hey,
Playoff P.
like
Oh man, playoff P.
I feel like Miami is always a sleeper team when it comes to the playoffs. They're just very well rounded as a team. Play great defense. Got some guys that can score as well. Bam, Jimmy.
Yeah, they got to make it though.
Yeah.
7th seed right now. I don't see them dropping. I don't think. I'm gonna make double check.
They're always like fighting each other too.
Yeah, they're like 5 games. They're 5 games.
Because Unc Udonis
solidified.
has him, can't get him straight.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, I got a little hot take, but I'll save it for the hot take when it comes out. But my hot take relates to basketball.
Oh, okay.
So, that's all I really got to say.
All right. Well, Matt.
First off, the whole Ja Morant situation, pretty wild.
Yeah.
Close from Sumter, so
Yeah, I mean he's from Sumter, South Carolina. I don't know why he's. I mean maybe that's why he's being so stupid. He's from Sumter, but I don't really get it. But the guy's making so much money, he's doing so good, and just be doing the stupid stuff that he's doing doesn't make any sense. But I'm gonna piggyback off of David. I don't think the Lakers. Talking about the Lakers, I don't think the Lakers make the playoffs. Not without LeBron. I'm looking at the standings right now. Portland's in front of them. The Jazz are in front of them. I mean, I don't see anything happening there. Not much happening with the Hornets. Even worse now that LaMelo's out.
He's just smoking that za.
Yeah. Tank for Victor is what the Hornets are doing right now.
Yeah. So I don't know. Nothing good on that end, but Ja Morant, dude, do better.
All right, big money kill. Or big money big money Mel.
another
Kelvin.
Melv. Guys, why haven't we talked about the New York Knicks? They're the hottest team in the league right now. My New York Knicks, by the way. So I know I don't talk about the Knicks much, but they are my favorite team. So, but I at first I really didn't believe in the core of Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle and RJ Barrett, because when you hear that core, you're kind of like, eh. But when you have 3 guys who average over 20 points a game, and then Emmanuel Quickly, who's probably going to be 6th man of the year, giving you 16, 17 points a game, with Mitchell Robinson guarding the paint, Evan Fournier coming off the bench, like this team is legit. I think so. I think if they catch the right teams, they could definitely make it to the conference finals. They would have a tough first round matchup with Cleveland, but I mean, the way the Knicks are playing, I wouldn't be surprised if they beat the Cavs in the first round. Luke, I got to disagree with you about the Celtics. I think it's flipped. I think the Celtics could probably lose to any team in the first round instead of the Nuggets. I don't know, something about them this year. I mean, they've lost 3 straight right now. I think they lost to the Knicks, Cavs, and somebody else. I don't know. I'm just not getting a good feeling from them this year.
Yeah.
They're the 2 seed right now. So they'll have to play, well, I guess whoever wins to play in or something like that. I guess they'll just have to catch the right team in the first round. But like you said, if they catch Miami in the first round of the playoffs, I can definitely see Miami or Jimmy Butler pulling some playoff heroics like he always does and leads them to an upset in the first round. What else? I do think the Lakers make the playoffs. They play the Grizzlies tomorrow, or do they play the Grizzlies tonight without Ja? So this is another big game for them. They need to win this game. Pelicans are slipping since Zion's been hurt, really, even before Zion got hurt. Portland's kind of, I mean, Dame's doing all that he can to get Portland up, but the rest of the team's just not helping them out. I think this year is wide open. I don't really see a clear-cut favorite this year. I think, but if I had to pick somebody to win right now, probably be Milwaukee, I guess. I mean, I think they had the best player in the game, got the best player, probably win for the most part. So, yeah, that's really oh, did y'all see LeBron's tweet about Bronny? That was a little crazy. It's a little
Yeah,
wild.
probably could though. So
I mean, he's a 5-star now, top 10, I guess, according to on three.
Shouldn't be.
Shouldn't be, but yeah, that's what we got.
guys, he's been going off in the California playoffs. So
I don't know, dude. He's showing up.
I mean, dude. I mean, okay, cool.
Dropped 11 on a top matchup. You can't be doing that, man.
Yeah, you win one game, you go from 30 to 9.
I think he's deserving of his 5-star rating, but I'll save that for
I don't think top 10, maybe a 5-star rating.
Yeah, I
top,
don't think he's top 10. I think he's maybe top 20, but
I think Mikey Williams is way better than him.
I'm gonna go on mute after you said that.
That's just me, though.
You not a believer in Mikey Williams, Luke?
I am.
Not
Mike Williams would smoke Bronny in a 1v1.
He's the Deion Waiters of high school basketball. Dude just only tries to go for highlights.
Dude, I swear.
Deion Waiters was a beast.
He was.
Yeah, I mean, watch what's going to happen when he goes to Memphis. Though all that he's going to be a scorer. He's going to get buckets. Ain't nothing with it.
He's gonna be the next
All right.
Imani Bates.
All right, James. Hey, what's Imani Bates doing right now though?
Playing against mailmen and freaking Popeyes workers, bro.
He played South Carolina, had 38. But anyways,
Nope.
yeah, I got 3 things. One, Lakers, man, Jared Vanderbilt is bringing a lot to this team that they desperately needed. He's by far their best on-ball defender. Him and Anthony Davis together at the 4 and the 5, I think that's probably the best defensive 4 and 5 punch in the league. I guess you could say PJ Tucker and Embiid, but I think this duo is way better than them defensively. They get stops, they rebound efficiently. I think those two can easily carry the load when LeBron is gone because you're not going to score on those two guys.
And James, one thing about that too is that they're so versatile. They can guard 1 through 5, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. Even without Russell being out and LeBron, they're still competing in games, which we haven't really seen all season when they've dealt with injuries. Lonnie Walker, too, getting back in the lineup. He's been playing well. I think this team can make a run, but they got to start winning games and instead of just competing. So somebody else is going to step up, score with Anthony Davis. Second, we keep talking about these championship teams. We're not talking about that skinny dude in Arizona right now. He's shooting 60% from the field as a Phoenix Sun. This guy is on one. He's not stopping anytime soon. And with Booker as well, him and Booker, you can't focus on one because the other's just going to get buckets. And it's just going to make Chris Paul look even better, even though I don't think he's as good as he was. Ayton's playing a lot better now with the addition of Durant. That was the right move made by Phoenix. I think they're going to come out the West just because Kevin Durant, and I don't think anyone in the West can stop those guys defensively. Not even the Clippers. Kawhi cannot check Kevin Durant. Never will. Hot take.
Hot take.
But
Very hot.
I think if you got a guy who's as hot as Kevin Durant right now, he's not slowing down, fellas. Okay. And third, I think Embiid should be NBA MVP. Sorry, Jokic. I think if you take Embiid off the Sixers, they're probably a bottom tier team. Guys scoring at an incredible rate. Rebounding is a little down, but that's just because of James Harden being there. You know, he's going to get his stats. And Harden really impressed me the other night against Milwaukee. I think he was 38, 9, and 10 against Milwaukee. I think in a 7-game series, I think the Sixers can easily beat Milwaukee. It's going to go to 7 if they do play each other. But I don't see Brook Lopez stopping Embiid. I don't see Drew Holiday's going to have a tough time with James Harden, and they got some guys off the bench that can make a difference. Jalen McDaniels, Tyrese Maxey. It's a good team. It's a fun team to watch. It's ultimately, like y'all have been saying, it's going to be up to Doc Rivers and what he can do with his coaching. We've seen him in the past in the playoffs. He's doesn't know how to manage lineups in crunch time. He pulls people when he shouldn't. It's just over and over again. Doc Rivers has been a reason why teams lose in the playoffs. So yeah, if Doc Rivers can coach as well as he does in the regular season, I think the Sixers can come out the East and go play the Phoenix Suns in the finals.
Now, James, do you think if Philly loses in the second round, do you think they get rid of Doc?
Yeah, you got to. That team is way too good. Embiid is way too good to be dealing with a sorry coach. I'm sorry. If I'm them, I'm going to throw whatever cash they got at Nick Nurse. That guy knows how to coach superstars. He can get that team right. Yeah, I think Nick Nurse to Philly is the right move. But Doc has got to get them to a conference championship at least.
Okay. I didn't really agree with a lot of what you're saying there, but all right.
Okay, John.
So, me and Luke were talking about this the other day. We're watching this game. Dallas, Matt. What was it? The Dallas.
Dallas versus Suns.
Yeah. Kyrie Irving is the best guard in basketball right now. I don't think it's close. You put him in situations where he's got to get the ball in the basket. It's gonna absolutely happen.
Hold on, John. I'm not letting you get this off. You think he's far better than James Harden, Damian Lillard, Steph Curry, Jaylen Brown?
He's better than Damian James.
Mikal Bridges.
This season. Sure is.
Nope. Dame just dropped 71 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
What did he do? Scores. What did you scored 70 points in the basketball game.
You put Kyrie on Portland. What is Portland?
Probably better.
Fair worse.
Yeah. They're probably a lot better. You put Kyrie on a team by himself, he probably can score 70 points by himself as well. But when you play with Luka Doncic, that's just not going to happen.
So is Luka a guard? So is he far better than Luka?
No.
Luka's a guard.
I'm not counting Luka as a guard right now.
I think Luka and LeBron are in their own category.
Yeah, I don't really have a position for Luka Doncic. You know,
that statement is so wild. Saying he's far better.
It is.
Jalen Brunson's been better than him this year. Hot take.
That is piping hot. But
I think he's saying as a Dallas Maverick. He's not saying the whole season.
Even a Dallas Maverick,
as a Dallas,
better than
he's saying since he's joined Dallas.
But isn't Dallas like 1-3, 1-4 since they've gotten him? What has this led to?
We're 2-5 with Kyrie and Luka.
2-5. What has that led to?
We're getting better.
Best guard in the league.
About to be 3-5.
You just don't. I don't think a team wants like the Suns. You see them in the playoffs. Nightmare.
Yeah, they have Kevin Durant. Like,
is he better than
different?
Is he better than Ja Wick? Like, come on now.
Well, Ja Wick's not playing, so he might not be playing for the rest of the season.
Might be out a while.
Yeah. And then I guess a couple things. I mean, the Bucks are just the team to beat in the entire league. I mean, you got Drew Holiday, arguably one of the best two-way players in the league right now, who can give you 41 night and defend the best player on the court. You got Giannis, best player in the world. You got Chris Middleton, who we've seen can perform in the playoffs now. You got Brook Lopez, underrated big his whole career. He fits well on that team. I mean, I just don't see without Kevin Durant in the Eastern Conference. I don't know if anybody can beat the Bucks. Maybe the Celtics, but ever since the All-Star game, those two have just not done what they need to do to win games. Maybe they're just relaxing because then they have a playoff spot basically locked in. I don't know what the problem is, but they, I think they'll be all right, but they're not beating the Bucks. So I think the Bucks are definites in the NBA Finals this year, and then the Western Conference, Lakers make it, and they somehow make it out the play-in. I don't think that's a team that you want to see. We're clearly seeing that those were the right moves to make. And honestly, if you can get those guys back again next year, I think you absolutely have to. I know it might be tough, but clearly it's definitely working out. You have AD healthy. He balled out against the Golden State Warriors, and they beat them. Then you have LeBron coming back for the playoffs. He's just taking off to see Bronny go play in the state championship. We all know that's the reason.
Mm-hmm.
We all know it is. So he's going to be back for the playoffs. He's going to do his thing. Dennis Schroeder, great, playing awesome. Austin Reeves playing great. Malik Beasley. I mean, just everybody's working good. So if they keep it up, they make the playoffs. They get in the play-in. They play the Denver Nuggets or whoever they're going to play.
And once they get D'Lo back too.
Yeah, and they'll have D'Angelo. Watch it. That's, James is calling Phoenix Suns in the finals. Phoenix Suns has to play the Los Angeles Lakers. And DeAndre Ayton has to guard Anthony Davis.
Yeah, but then they have to go guard Devin Booker and Kevin Durant on the other end.
I think they'll be. I think that'll be all right.
It'll be a good series. Dennis
Schroeder on Devin Booker and Jared Vanderbilt on KD. So you're chilling. Gonna cause problems.
This might be a hot take, but I think it's going to be Celtics Warriors, and Celtics win.
Again? Shit, the Warriors may not even make the playoffs.
Celtics Warriors rematch. In
the problem with the Warriors right now is that they're like the worst team in the league on the road.
Yes.
Their bench has also not been performing well at all. It's just been like their core five.
Different around the playoffs.
Yeah, but if you can't win on the road in the regular season, it's going to be 10 times harder to win in the road in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. The atmosphere just hits different.
But they also, they didn't really play well on the road in the playoffs last year.
Let's see. They're 7-24 on the road this year. That has to be the worst in the league, besides like the Rockets and the Spurs, of course. 7-24.
I don't know. Full arm sleeve Curry in the fourth quarter. That's a deep
bag. Yeah,
deep bag. I wouldn't want to play full arm sleeve Curry in the fourth quarter.
Okay.
The Pistons have a better road record than Golden State.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
So,
I guess
first round they got to go on the road to who's the 4th seed in the West? Is it Dallas? Something like that.
I think right now it's
Phoenix.
Oh, if they have to go on the road to Phoenix,
I think it is Phoenix.
That's 5.
Watch out, Phoenix.
That's Phoenix in 5.
Hold on. But anyways,
it will be a good matchup.
Yeah. I guess moving on. Hot take Tuesday. I'm just gonna go around and say a hot take. Kind of just about. It could be sport related, could not be. I don't really care. I don't think any of the guys do. So I'm gonna go to David first. What is your hot take of the day, or
of Tuesday? Yeah, here we go. All right, this is about a specific basketball player that is playing in the NBA right now. He's on the Boston Celtics. We're talking about Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum, a top 10 in the league right now.
Woo, that's hot.
He is or isn't?
He is not.
That's hot.
And I'll name you some guys. I wrote down some guys that I'd rather have on my team instead of Jason Tatum. This is not specific order, but we got Jokic, Embiid, Luka, LeBron, Harden, Giannis, Trey, Dame, Curry, Ja.
What?
So he's
Yeah.
12? He's 12 on your list?
That was 12.
Yeah, that was a lot of people.
Oh,
What
shoot,
about Ky-
I
what about
miscounted.
Kyrie?
Well, shoot, then he ain't even top 12.
What about
Kyrie?
Kyrie?
There's an argument for Kyrie.
Okay.
But the 10, all right, I'll do 10 specific.
What about Anthony
Jokic.
Davis?
No, not Anthony Davis.
Did you say Booker?
I did not say Booker.
Did you say Durant?
Good.
I did say Durant.
Okay.
Wow. That's
Jokic, Embiid, Luka, LeBron, Harden. Wait, hold on. Jokic, Embiid, Luka, LeBron, Harden, Kevin Durant, Giannis, Trey Young, Dame, Curry. That'll be the 10 I'll take over him for right now. Then you got Sean Ja.
Did you say Donovan Mitchell?
I did not say Donovan Mitchell.
Okay, okay.
I'd rather have
Holy
Jason.
crap, David.
Yeah.
That's
For Tatum to be like third in the MVP race right now and not in the top 10 is kind of insane. But it's a hot take. So.
Well, let me do something real quick.
Put that thing on the steamboat, man.
Jason. Here, I'll tell you. Because I was looking at his stats, 30 points a game. Fantastic. It's also 6th in the league. You look at his rebounds and assists per game, he's number 20th in rebounds and number 40th in assists. I don't think that's top 10 worthy, guys. When I'd rather have somebody a little bit more well-rounded in the rebounds department and the assist department.
Yeah, but he's probably a top 5 two-way player in the league.
Congratulations.
He's a pretty good defender.
Look who he has around him as well.
I'll also say this about your take, David. I think I'll agree with you to some extent that he is probably the most inconsistent player in the NBA. He'll give you 40 points with 70% shooting, and then the next night he'll give you 20 with 30% shooting, you know.
I disagree. It's the guy who doesn't pass the ball in Denver. His name's Michael Porter Jr.
We were watching a game, James. We were watching Celtics versus somebody. Who was guarding Jason Tatum and locking his ass up? Was that?
I don't remember what Celtics game we watched.
It was a specific somebody.
Was it Randall?
Mm-mm.
Probably the Hornets.
But was it the Knicks?
I think so, yeah.
Was it RJ Barrett?
It was not RJ Barrett.
Then I don't know.
I can't remember. It wasn't Obi Toppin. It was a sorry ass motherfucking. It's bottom line. It was sorry ass motherfucking. I was
Quentin
locking
Grimes?
up Jason Tatum. Do what? I don't think it was the Knicks though.
I don't know then.
So, David, this is my last question, and we'll move on to somebody else after this with their hot take. Would you rather have Jaylen Brown?
No.
Okay.
I'm making sense, y'all. I'm just saying the shit y'all don't want to hear.
I mean,
it's a hot take.
I somewhat agree with you, but I don't know if I'd stretch it out to top 12.
I wrote down a little bit of other stuff as
Oh,
well
man.
for Harden. Harden's averaging 22 and 11. Trae Young's averaging 27 and 10. Did we just forget Trae Young existed?
Yeah.
Because this is a great season from Trae Young.
I'm not getting into Trae Young right now.
But anyways, we'll discuss this after the pod, probably a little more. Kelvin, what is your hot take?
I'm gonna do 2 rapid fire ones. I think Crown Peach is the best Crown flavor. I don't know how hot that is, but you know. And then 2, I like the pitch clock in MLB. I think it speeds up the game. I don't need these players playing around in the dirt. Get set, take some swings, speed up the game. Maybe it can get younger people more involved in the game of baseball, so I don't have to, watch a player adjust his jump for 20 seconds and then dig in the dirt for 30 more seconds and then call a timeout and then do the same thing over again. And it's a minute and a half before he takes his next swing. Then it's a ball, and then it's the same process over and over and over again. So I like the pitch clock. Hopefully it's speed up. I know players aren't really a fan of it right now. Some baseball purists aren't, but I think eventually down the road it'll be good for the game. Nobody wants to sit and watch. I mean, what we're trying to achieve is make games faster and things like that. So I think that'll help the game.
Okay. Matt?
So I'm gonna touch on the pitch clock thing. I'm a fan of it, but I'm not a fan of it. So I like it. I like it in like the beginning and middle innings, but I feel like once it hits like the like the big innings, like 7th, 8th, and 9th, it needs to go away. Like I don't want to see like an important out or something like that be the determining factor of a baseball game, like especially like a playoff game or World Series, whatever the case might be. But my hot take, there's going to be 2 people in this podcast who really love this, and then the other 3 aren't. But I say South Carolina football, college football.
Here we go.
Is top 12.
All right. Okay.
Go 9-3 or 10-2. I say if we go 10-2, we lose to Georgia, and then we'll slip up a game between Tennessee, Florida, and Missouri because 2 of those are on the road.
Didn't even mention the team up north.
The upstate team? No, we're not worried. Did we sweep them in every sport this year? They're worthless. They're worried about the upstate team. Get out of here.
Not even worth my time to talk about this, but
that is my hot take. What I think is going to happen. You know what's going to happen.
All right, little bro.
Baseball, men's basketball, women's basketball.
Not a sport.
Excuse me.
What you got over there, little bro?
Shit. Damn, Luke.
Squeak.
Anyways, Luke, what is your hot take?
and y'all going sports related and stuff. I mean, I'm pretty random, so I might as well throw in a sports related one. Trevor Lawrence is a top 3 quarterback in the NFL. All right, next hot take. Honey mustard is by far the best condiment.
Holy crap!
What's better than honey mustard? Ketchup.
Trevor Lawrence.
What am I going to?
I don't think they're talking about your honey mustard comment right now.
I'm talking about both.
Oh, I have a third one, but.
Oh, okay.
Hey, what's the third
And then my
one?
last hot take is Cristiano Ronaldo might be a top 5 most popular human ever.
Human.
Ever?
Soccer player or human?
I don't know.
He said
person.
human.
Person.
That's pretty hot.
Golly.
He's up there, man. I mean, you got Jesus as one, you know. He's definitely
He's definitely number 1.
Okay,
Yeah,
Jesus is 1, Muhammad is 2.
Yeah. And then who's next?
Ronaldo.
Genghis Khan.
Probably Ronaldo.
I like
Ronaldo or Vladimir Putin, but I don't want to say his name, dude.
Napoleon.
That midget ain't
Only
popular,
ain't
man.
hitting in a minute.
If I were to ask some random 10-year-old kid in the
probably
elementary
Winston
who
Churchill.
Napoleon is,
Top
they
5.
wouldn't know. But yeah, that's my hot takes.
Okay. I'd say for me, one of those is 2 of those is very, very hot, but one of them has to deal with the guy I used to go to school with.
Yeah, forgot he still goes there. Here we go.
Say you ever win, still goes, right?
Man.
Mahomes, bro, Lawrence.
Okay.
Hey, he's still got to school with Clemson, I guess.
Crap.
All right,
Wait,
James.
Luke, are you off for the Josh Allen slander?
I think
No, he's not. He rides Josh Allen too.
I
Kelvin.
think he could be better. He's probably fourth.
Golly, I'm on the Josh Allen slander train. So whenever you want to hop on, let's go.
I'm like half on, half off. I'm like hanging on the rail, you know, just like
All right.
He's just
thinking
hanging
about
on
it.
to the tip.
All right, James. What's your hot take, man?
All right, I guess I got 2. First one was introduced last week, but I'm gonna make it public now because it's starting to gain some traction. Anthony Richardson's going number 1 to the Atlanta Falcons. Guys, that is the most athletic quarterback in the history of football. I don't know what got into him, but the dude looked amazing at the combine. I'm all in on the Anthony Richardson hype, even though I saw him complete 7 passes against South Carolina. I don't care. That guy is going to be the number 1 pick. And unfortunately, Coach P and Ryan Brewer, he's going to your team because now they're out of the Lamar sweepstakes. Arthur Smith's going to want a guy who makes plays. He's getting tired of game managers. Go get Anthony Richardson at number 1. Telling you it's going to work out for the Falcons. And then number 2, I thought of it because David said that he'd rather have Trae Young over Jason Tatum. Jalen Brunson is a better basketball player than Trae Young.
Oh, I wouldn't. Oh shit!
That's a very high take.
I like the take though. I can see your side. I mean, he's been balling.
Okay.
Should have been an all-star. He was an all-star, right?
No, he didn't make it.
Who, Brunson? No.
Should have been an all-star.
Trae Young
I guess
also
I guess a couple
he
hot
wasn't
takes
awesome.
that I have is grilled cheeses are better than peanut butter and jellies.
It's a tough one.
And then this is one. 3 people on this call will like this. University of South Carolina will be heading to the College World Series this summer.
Really? You think so?
That team's
Got
got
it.
potential to it.
They don't give up a lot of runs.
And then this is, I'm just go ahead and put this hot take out there for all of the public to know because they might not know my feelings on this. But I'm sure every person in this call does. Devin Booker is the most overrated player in the National Basketball Association. But now I'm going to let Kelvin take over. And we're introducing 2 new segments to the podcast tonight.
Yep. Here we. So, do you guys want to start with one got to go or start bench cut?
Let's do.
one has to go.
All right, one got to go. All right. So I'm pretty sure you guys all know the basis of one got to go. I'll give you 4 things, keep 3. One's got to go. Right. So first, David, can you hear this?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, cool. I didn't. All right. One got to go. Mexican food, Chinese food, Italian food, American food. I'm saying Chinese. James, where you going?
Man, I don't know. That's tough. I think, you know what? I'm going Italian.
Pizza, man.
I mean, it's just a lot of carbs, man.
All right, Luke.
Well, me and my family being of Italian descent, I will be keeping Italian food. And you know, I have gained a few pounds over the past 3 years, so I have grown to really enjoy Mexican and American food. I think Chinese food's gonna have to go, just because I don't really like find myself craving Chinese food ever.
It was cheap.
It is cheap, but it ain't good.
I think I'd rather have.
I mean, it is good. It is good. It's just not my personal preference.
I think I'd rather have
Bad.
cheap of the other 3 than cheap Chinese. To
Yeah,
be
but y'all
honest.
eat ramen.
Understand. Is ramen Chinese?
Yes.
It's a noodle, man.
It is noodle.
It is a noodle. I'm not going to clarify all noodles in the world. Never mind.
That was kind of an NPC moment for me. I apologize.
Glitching servers.
All right, we're back.
John, where you going?
I want to agree with James, but I'm not going to do it. This is probably steaming hot, but if I could choose, I would probably take away American food. Think about it. You can get you can basically get American food from any other place. like I can still get chicken, I can still get steak. Like basically American food is just run off of other, cultures, essentially.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Let's think here. Burgers, fries,
I don't need that.
hot dogs.
Hot
Don't need it.
dogs.
Don't
Guys,
need it.
hot dogs were not
barbecue.
made in America.
America's
Barbe-
one of the fattest
barbecue.
countries in the world for a reason, bro.
Guys, hot dogs were
Because
not
the
made
food's
in America.
good. I mean,
Take it out.
Get the best food.
Hot dogs are
Take
an
it up.
Italian cuisine.
Yeah. Owens, where you going?
Definitely Chinese. But I do have a question. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
It is.
Yes.
I
Oh,
don't know. It's Italian, so
it's sexy a taco.
I think it's just a hot dog.
Yeah.
I think it's a sandwich. But Luke, you were very passionate about this earlier. So I wrote this down earlier. Best condiment, right? Ranch, honey mustard, ketchup, barbecue sauce. One gotta go. And I'm sorry, I gotta disagree. I'm going honey mustard, man.
Ooh.
I just think that
You forgot David on the last one.
shit.
guys, I'm just letting y'all know right now. Hot dogs were made in Germany.
My
It's
bad,
not
Dave.
American food.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm going with Mexican food.
I shouldn't have let you go anyway.
I'd rather not poop 30 minutes after I eat it instead of, having a nice hot meal and pooping the next morning. 'Cause
So you'd rather
that's my
have,
poop.
David, I know you very well.
I
You're
poop in
trying
the
to tell
mornings.
me you're trying to tell me you'd rather have Chinese food than Mexican food.
Yes. Lo mein,
Nachos.
shrimp and rice, steak and rice,
Ramen.
ramen.
Special the ACP.
Yeah.
Man.
Wait a second. Wait
No
a
more
minute.
quesadillas.
You said Matt Owens special ACP with 3 margaritas.
two. Can't go 3.
Dave, you can start off with the condiment one. So ranch, honey mustard, ketchup, barbecue sauce. One gotta go.
Honey mustard, ketchup. What was the other one?
Ranch and barbecue sauce.
Ketchup's gotta go.
I can respect that. Owens.
Definitely ranch. Ranch is out for me. The only thing I ever eat ranch with is like vegetables or wings or whatever. I don't really eat it with anything else. It's gone.
Not a ranch on pizza guy.
Sometimes I gotta be. It's like a mood thing. I gotta be in the mood for it. But I like honey mustard on my salad, barbecue with my chicken, and ketchup goes with anything. So
What about with your pizza rolls? Ranch with pizza rolls?
same thing with pizza. Be in the mood for it, man. I'm a big ranch guy.
All right, John. Where you going?
Man, this is tough. It is tough, but I think I don't really want to say this, but I think I can get rid of barbecue sauce.
Any reason behind that statement?
Not really. It's just I use the other 3. Well, the only other one that I don't use as often is honey mustard. But if I'm looking at it from a fast food perspective, I'd probably take somebody's fast food honey mustard over their barbecue sauce because there's not a lot of good barbecue sauces around.
I can respect that take. Luke.
So what were they? Honey mustard, ketchup, ranch, barbecue sauce, and what else?
That's
That was
it.
it.
That's it.
You're getting rid
Oh man, so ketchup and honey mustard got it. Obviously, I love honey mustard, and I do like ketchup too. It's just like the only time I'm ever eating barbecue sauce, the only time I'm ever eating ranch is with wings. So for me, it's like because I always get barbecue flavored wings, but I always dip it in ranch too. So that's I gotta make a sacrifice. So I guess I'm gonna have to get rid of barbecue sauce just because I gotta dip my wings in ranch.
Not a blue cheese guy.
No.
No. That know what? That should have been my hot take. For wings, I rather have blue cheese and ranch. That's my hot take.
Mm,
I saw a TikTok earlier today. I don't know if I'm gonna say it on air, but it has to do with blue cheese. But I'll tell you after.
James.
I'm going ketchup. I'm not a little kid anymore, so it's good to throw in like a hot dog, but that's really it.
Why not a burger?
No. If a burger's good enough, you don't need anything on it
True.
besides
Yeah,
lettuce, tomato, whatnot.
especially when the grill master's on it
Yeah, for sure.
at FMU.
I'm going honey mustard because I really just don't use honey mustard that often. I won't put it on a burger. I'd rather have the other three on a burger before honey mustard. So I'll probably go honey mustard. Now we're going to dip into the soda lane.
okay.
Coke.
Can I add one thing real quick,
Yeah,
Kelvin?
go ahead.
Something about this ranch, man. You would keep ranch if you had the secret sauce that me, John, and James have had before, because the secret sauce, man. It's just you gotta have it, and you would understand why ranch is solidified in my three.
I guess I'll figure out the secret sauce next time I make a visit.
Not Florence.
Not Florence.
It's where I'm living this summer.
Wilmington?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Dipping into the soda world, right? So I know you all guys are Carolina guys, so you guys probably favorite Pepsi, but Coke, Sprite, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper. John, where are you going?
Ooh. You're gonna hate this. Coke's gotta go.
Ooh.
I think Pepsi is a superior cola. I think it's a lot sweeter. It's made with love, I think. So over Coke, I think, it's over there by the aquarium trapping those big old whale sharks in the tanks. It's just it's not really for me. So I'm gonna go Pepsi. I'm gonna go not Pepsi. Coke's going.
All right, James, I see you got the Dr. Pepper shirt on. Big Fansville guy.
I don't even really drink soda like that. Coke Zero's elite, so Coke's staying in. You know what? Sorry, David. Dr. Pepper's gone.
That's all I have to say about that.
Go ahead, David.
I'm gonna agree with John on this. Coco's gotta go. So if I don't want caffeine, I'm gonna drink a Sprite. If I've got like a headache and maybe you have a craving something sweet when it comes to a soda, I'm gonna drink a Sprite.
Yeah. Or like a sore tummy or something like that.
Yeah.
Sprite.
Luke.
So are we considering like all types of like Coke, like Coke Zero and that stuff?
Yeah.
Well, keep Coke because I like Diet Coke. Keep Pepsi. I like Pepsi. Keep the Sprite just because it's nice. Yeah, Dr. Pepper gotta go. Dr. Pepper's gotta go. Unless it's Dr. Pepper cream soda because that soda is amazing.
That's really good.
I wonder where you get that from.
Owens.
I don't know.
Definitely Coke.
Golly. You guys ain't never had a Georgia Coke before.
I have.
I have.
It's Brewer.
All right. I'm going Pepsi. It's too sweet. It's not strong enough. I mean, cherry Dr. Pepper's elite. Sprite is elite, especially Sprite Cranberry elite. And then Diet Coke, Vanilla Coke, all these Cokes are elite. Pepsi's it's Pepsi, man. Get out of here. It's not elite. So
You said Pepsi's not made strong enough. Like, what is this? A vodka Red Bull from CWP or or something? Like, what is this? A mixed drink? It's a freaking soda.
I went to a sports bar last week and asked for a Jameson Orange and Coke. She looked at me. She said, "Pepsi." We got Pepsi. I was like, oh, "Give me a Michelob."
Jameson Orange. Go.
Hey man, I saw you know what happened.
Sprite.
Dude, I needed my fix of Jameson Orange. You know what happened when I went up to Clemson?
Yeah, we know. It's good douche.
All right, we got another tough one here. I think these would be tougher than the one guy that goes, but we got start, bench, cut. I named some good athletes here. All kind of similar. So first, start, bench, cut. Prime Derrick Rose, prime Russell Westbrook, prime Penny Hardaway. Start, bench, cut.
That's easy.
Easy.
Well, I'll start with you, James. Go ahead.
Prime Derrick Rose is getting cut. That guy, I don't even think he made conference finals, if I'm pretty sure. So there you go. There's your answer, Prime Westbrook. I mean, that guy was a monster, top 5 player in the league. I don't know. Derrick Rose probably shouldn't have won the MVP that year. Definitely LeBron or Dwight. And then Penny Hardaway, doesn't get injured. He's probably ends up being a top 15 player all time.
So you starting Westbrook, benching Hardaway, cutting Rose?
Yeah. I'll do that.
Okay. Owens?
Obviously, starting Derrick Rose, prime Derrick Rose. Then Russell Westbrook, then Hardaway.
Wow. Okay.
Prime Derrick Rose. I mean, insane.
Okay, yeah, but he wasn't a top 5 player in the league.
Mm-mm.
During his prime?
Yeah.
Whenever he won the MVP?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Who was top 5? Kobe, LeBron,
Dwight.
LeBron, Dwight.
Dwight. Was
Maybe.
D-Wade still top 5?
Yeah.
Probably Carmelo Anthony was better than him.
Carmelo.
Kevin Durant.
Yeah,
Kevin
KD.
Durant. Yeah. Probably I don't know,
Marcus. He would have never gotten hurt.
Dirk.
Obviously, after the ACL, he came back the same. But if he never gets hurt there, we're having a totally different conversation about Derrick Rose. I think he's one of the best point guards in the league ever. If he does not get hurt.
Yeah, you could say the same about Penny. Penny went to the finals. He eliminated Michael Jordan. Nobody want to talk about that Bulls team that got eliminated by Penny and Shaq.
Nobody wants to talk about it. 22 and 23 years old.
Yeah. All right, Davo.
I'm going to start Russ, bench D Rose, cut Penny.
Okay. John?
I'm going to start Penny Hardaway. I'm going to bench Derrick Rose, and Russell Westbrook will not see the face of the earth on my team.
Wow.
That's insane.
Any reason behind that Russell Westbrook cut?
Don't need to explain it.
Yep, here we go. Luke?
That is the most diabolical statement I've ever heard you make in your life, John. No offense. I think it's kind of disrespectful that we're including prime Russell Westbrook within these two players in a way, but obviously I'm starting prime Russ. Then I think I'll bench prime Penny because like y'all said, if he never got hurt, I mean, he would have been nice. And then I guess I'm gonna cut prime D Rose, but man, they're about the same to me, prime Penny and prime D Rose. I think prime D Rose is a little overrated because people make it out to be like he was going to be the greatest point guard of all time, which I think he would have just been like he was when he won MVP.
Would have been better than Russell Westbrook.
No, he would not have.
I don't see that. I'm starting prime Westbrook, benching prime Penny, and cutting prime D Rose. Like you said, Luke, he just would have been. I mean, his MVP year was what, 22, 23, probably like 7 assists, 4 rebounds. Yeah. I think because the Bulls maybe had the best record in the league or like second best record in the league.
Jalen Brunson has better stats than that this year.
So I just think Yeah, that's where I'm going. If Penny would have stayed healthy his whole career, I mean, 6'8", 6'9" point guard. He was a dog. All right, next we're going to college ranks, quarterbacks. Lamar Jackson, Marcus Mariota.
Yeah, boy.
What up, guys?
You
What's
guys
up,
are
Ryan?
kidding me.
You
What the heck's
God,
going on?
kidding me?
Mel, what's going on, brother?
How was your date?
Y'all miss me?
Mr. Snuggles yet?
No, it's sweet. I'm blushing.
I don't think that's what we said. All right.
we're just flabbergasted right now. What the heck?
Why y'all flabbergasted? We just got on the road, man. Decided to call my guys. Want to join the pod. See what everybody's up to. Let's talk some NFL, fellas. I miss NFL.
Well, we're trying to do a segment, Ryan, and
Yeah, Ryan.
Wait, what?
you just
What?
kind of
Yeah, we're
hijacked
going to
it.
use a bathroom.
My bad, fellas. I didn't mean to hijack. I'll hop off once y'all finish. I want to come in and say hi to everybody.
I mean, you can
Okay.
stay. You just
I'll
weren't
stay.
expecting hijacking.
All right, y'all talk me into it. I'll stay.
All right. Well, you know what? We might as well start off with you, Ryan. We're doing the start bench cut right now.
All right. Yep.
This is college quarterbacks: Lamar Jackson, Marcus Mariota, Deshaun Watson.
All right. I'm starting Lamar Jackson. I'm going to bench Deshaun Watson and cut Marcus Mariota.
Okay. Any reason behind that?
Yeah, I think Lamar was just super. I think Lamar was very, very, very dynamic. I think his game fit the college game better than anybody on that list. I know they're all dual threat. So I think Lamar really fits that scheme, kind of that college scheme. He was extremely dynamic. Obviously, Marcus Mariota and Deshaun Watson are not really scoff at. I know Marcus Mariota won the Heisman, Deshaun Watson didn't. But in any other year, Deshaun Watson's probably going to win it if it wasn't for Lamar Jackson. So that's why I would do benching Deshaun Watson. I think he had a little bit. I think he's a better passer than Mariota. So that's why I'm benching Watson, cutting Mariota.
All right, I need rapid fire on this. This is the previous start bench cut. Prom D Rose, Prom Westbrook, Prom Penny Hardaway.
All right, I'm starting D Rose, benching Penny Hardaway, cutting Westbrook.
Wow.
Right.
Here we go.
Good take.
Luke, Lamar, Mariota, Deshaun.
I'm a little biased, but I'm gonna start.
Dark account.
I just think he's like, I feel like he was more professional in college than Mariota and Lamar were. Then I'm gonna bench Lamar. Then I'm going to cut Mariota.
Hey Ryan, how about you mute yourself, buddy?
Yeah, fellas, I'm just gonna hop off. Love y'all, fellas. Shout out all the fans of the pod. Y'all have a good night.
Peace, Ryan.
All right, fellas.
See you.
All right, bud.
Golly, Columbia needs some new roads. Some shit.
No, we not.
All right, John, go ahead.
I'm gonna be a little biased. Psych, no, I'm not. I'm starting Lamar Jackson. I'm benching Deshaun, and Mariota's getting cut. I mean, you talk about Lamar Jackson, probably the most uber talented and dynamic player that college football has seen. Obviously he wasn't on the greatest of teams, but I mean, to do what he did with Louisville, who's never been good at football, I mean, it's kind of crazy to see. Deshaun Watson. We all know Deshaun Watson. He was named the greatest quarterback and player of the 2010s era. Won a national championship. I mean, he was just a dog. I mean, he would have won a Heisman, if he didn't have to go up against Derrick Henry, Christian McCaffrey, and Lamar Jackson. And then Mariota, I mean, no disrespect to him, but, I mean, what he did at Oregon was awesome. He was fun to see. He was a great guy in college. He was someone I really looked up to, growing up as well. Just kind of how he went about his business on and off the field. So that's my reasonings for that.
Okay. Go ahead, Devo.
I'm going to start Lamar. Decide between Mariota and Deshaun. I'll probably bench Deshaun, then cut Mariota.
Okay.
It's tough between those two.
Yeah, I'm sticking with John and David. Starting Lamar, benching Deshaun, and benching Mariota. The other two guys, Watson and Jackson, are just so much more athletic than Mariota was. Even John said, like, even though Deshaun didn't win a Heisman, if he didn't have to go up against the guys he did, he would have won. But
man, I think you guys are really underrated Marcus Mariota. I'm starting Marcus, benching Deshaun, cutting Lamar. I mean, Marcus's 3 years at Oregon, he was by far the best quarterback in the nation. I mean, he was, since 2010, Baker's probably the only passer that's better than him in college. Joe Burrow. Besides Baker and Joe Burrow, it's probably Marcus Mariota is the best passer. I mean, he's top 10 in total career touchdowns. Hey, he's top 10 in career touchdowns.
Lorenzo Nunez.
He finished college with like 2,500 rushing yards also. And I think he has the highest QB rating in college football history over a career. So I'm going Mariota, Deshaun, Lamar. Whoa. James, my bad, James.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Since Mariota beat Jameis Winston, I'm starting Mariota because Jameis Winston is the greatest passer in college football in this decade. I think I'm going to bench Lamar and I'm going to cut Deshaun. It's not like bias. I just think Lamar, what he did at Louisville, I mean, what's Louisville done after he left? 7 wins max. Meanwhile, Clemson, is continuing on that path. I don't know. I just think Lamar was more valuable to his team than Deshaun. And even though Deshaun, great player, like y'all are saying, wins Heisman any other year. But, I don't know. I think I value what Lamar did for a team than what Deshaun did.
That's crazy.
Now, you can go look at Clemson's roster.
Cole Stout was our starting quarterback.
And you probably win 10 games with Cole Stout.
Don't think so.
Because y'all's roster was loaded. NFL top to bottom.
Let's talk about Taj Boy. Y'all want to talk about Taj Boy and how
we can talk about how
he was?
He was not good. I agree.
And look what y'all did. Y'all were top 10.
We weren't top 10.
Yes,
we were top 10 for one game.
If you put DJ on that team, it's still 10, 11, 12 wins.
All I'm saying is...
Well, DJ's a better quarterback than Colt Stout.
I'm just telling you. Just value what Lamar did.
Put Luke Prince back there.
We put Luke Prince back there. We probably win 5 games.
Who's better, Kelly Bryant or DJ?
Kelly. Kelly Bryant took us to the championship.
DJ.
That's not championship.
I mean, look at what KB did at Missouri. Come on now.
He get benched at Missouri?
Yeah, he was not good. And DJ, I mean, he was throwing to Drew Sweeney.
Was KB the same time Drew Lock was there?
No.
KB was 2019, right?
Yeah.
Missouri?
Drew Lock wasn't that far behind.
Drew Lock got drafted before. No. KB was 2018 because in 2017 he led us and we lost, and then he transferred.
Yeah.
Midway through the year.
Because Lawrence took over his job, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. Last start bench cut. I think I got a really good one here. Receivers, NFL, prime Megatron, prime Antonio Brown, prime Julio Jones.
Yeah.
Start bench cut. Let's start with you.
Oh my gosh.
Start with me.
Start with you, John. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I do agree that that's pretty good. I think that's the best one so far tonight. I'm starting Antonio Brown,
Respect that.
and I bench Megatron, and I'm cutting Julio Jones. And it's no fault of Julio Jones or Megatron as to why I'm not starting them, or it's just because they were just so injured throughout their primes. It's just, I mean, AB, what he did with the Steelers is very slept on, and it was consistent numbers. He didn't really get hurt except for that one time he got absolutely smacked by Vontaze Burfict. It's just, I don't have the numbers off the top of my head, but I mean they're ridiculous.
I think he has 7 straight seasons with like over 100 catches or something like that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So I know it's very hot. I want to put Megatron starting. I feel like that would be the clear cut choice, but I just have a feeling that AB might have had better numbers. Maybe, I don't know.
Owens, yeah, you looked a little surprised there when John said that, so I'll let you take it over.
Yeah, Megatron's obviously number one. I mean, in his prime, he was the best receiver in the league. Julio Jones is going to be my bench, and then I'm cutting AB. Give me the two tall big guys over the smaller slot guy any day.
Okay. James, you look like you have something to say.
I want to be like really biased in this, but screw it. I'm doing it. I'm starting Julio Jones, my favorite player of all time. I think I'm benching AB, cutting Megatron. Antonio Brown and Julio Jones, any decade. I think those guys are top 2 in any decade. They were unbelievable. It was awesome to watch them battle out. 1 and 2, Megatron. Unfortunately, he was kind of in the era where we weren't having like good, like great receivers. Obviously, Randy Moss was still doing some things, but it was really just him, until Julio Jones, AB, AJ Green, those guys came onto the scene, kind of took the throne, and they held on to it longer than Megatron, because Megatron's prime wasn't that long compared to AB and Julio, which is like 8 years of just dominance in football. So,
all right, what you got, Davo?
I'm going to start Megatron. I'm going to bench Julio, and I'm going to cut Antonio Brown. Same as Matt.
Luke?
Kind of tailing off what James said. We're considering prime like as the best they've ever been. It doesn't matter how long they've played. It's just how good they were when they were in their prime. I would start AB, but I feel like Megatron is too much of like he draws way too much attention to not have him out there like on the field most of the time. He makes everybody around him better, which I feel like AB and Julio didn't do. But I'm definitely gonna bench AB just because of how dominant he was, and I'm gonna cut Julio.
Okay. I'm starting Antonio Brown. I am benching. This is tough. I think I'm benching Calvin Johnson and cutting Julio. I think, like at their prime, nobody can guard any of these guys. But I know you guys said like Antonio Brown may be smaller, Julio and Megatron's bigger. But thing is, doesn't matter if you're bigger if you get open. Antonio Brown was probably the best route runner the league has ever seen, and some of the best hands the league has ever seen. He was catching everything that Big Ben threw to him. Like I said, he has 6 straight seasons with 100 catches. dude was absolute dog. Like, besides Jerry Rice, he may have had the best 5-6 year run as a receiver in NFL history because he was on top of his game. Nobody could stop him. The only thing that's really stopping Julio was he just could never stay healthy. And obviously, Calvin Johnson retired at 30 years old, which is a shame. But I mean, yeah, that's where I'm going. AB, Calvin Johnson, Julio.
AB was also like a pretty good returner too.
Yeah, all pro returner.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
Well, I think it's draft time, guys. So the draft tonight is all-time college football team draft. Now, this is not teams. This is players. So we're each going to draft a quarterback. Are we doing one or two running backs?
I think we're doing 2 running backs, 2 receivers, tight end, O-line, and defense.
Holy
And
fuck.
defense
Lord.
would be a whole defensive unit.
Yes.
Holy crap, this is gonna be tough.
Yeah.
I think I know my first pick.
You
Yeah,
got
so-
first pick, James.
Yeah,
Go
James,
ahead.
you have first pick. So
Oh man, I think I'm gonna get some backlash. I don't care. First pick, in my opinion, the greatest college running back of all time. Give me Reggie Bush.
Reggie Bush. Number 2, Owens.
Give me the man himself, Mr. Tim Tebow.
Okay. Devo.
Give me Cam Newton.
Lovely pick.
We're doing-
John.
Sorry.
give me the greatest single-season player of all time, Joe Burrow.
Okay. Crap, I can go a lot of people here quarterback. Give me probably the third or fourth best quarterback of the 2000s. Give me Vince Young.
Okay.
Luke.
I'm going to start off by taking the 0-2 Miami Hurricanes defense,
Good pick.
and then I'm going to take Barry Sanders at running back.
Nice. 0-2 Hurricanes. And you said Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
I like that. I mean, I guess I got to be a little biased at running back. Give me Herschel Walker. So that's John, your pick.
Yeah, I'm also going to go with SEC running back as well. Give me Bo Jackson.
Devo.
This is hard. Give me Leonard Fournette at running back.
Ooh.
Crap.
Okay. I didn't expect him to get drafted. Owens.
Give me Derrick Henry at running back.
Good pick. Good pick.
Good pick.
James. I feel like you need a quarterback now.
I get back to back.
Yep.
All right. QB. Let me get Peyton Manning, and then
That's who
my
else is
other running back. I'm gonna do Mark Ingram.
Okay. Owens.
Give me Jamar Chase, wide receiver.
Okay. Devo.
Give me Alshon Jeffrey at wide receiver.
John.
I'm gonna go ahead and lock down another running back. I don't know how y'all did not pick him. I'm going Ricky Williams.
Oh yeah. Great guy.
Oh man.
I got somebody though who can combat him though.
I know who you're thinking too.
With my, I'll take. I guess I can take the guy. Give me LaDainian Thompson.
Yep.
Luke.
What quarterbacks have been picked? What Tebow?
Vince Young, Peyton Manning, Joe Burrow, Tim Tebow, Cam Newton.
Vince Young, Peyton Manning, Joe Burrow, Tim Tebow, Cam Newton. Give me T-Law. I'll take T-Law.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
What?
There you go again.
And then I'm gonna take. Has Justin Jefferson been picked?
Nope.
I'll take Jay Jettis.
Okay. Give me the greatest statistically college football receiver of all time. Just won the Heisman, Devontae Smith. John.
Give me probably one of the most decorated underclassmen of all time at receiver, Larry Fitzgerald.
Good. Larry Fitzgerald. All right, Dave, go ahead.
Give me Tony Dorsett as my other running back.
Good pick. Owens.
Switch it up. I'm gonna go 2021 Georgia Bulldogs defense.
Get out of here. 2021 Georgia. James.
Let me go with my first pick for this one. Let me get Randy Moss at receiver.
Good one.
And then
Didn't even think about Randy.
And then give me Desmond Howard for my other receiver.
Good one. All right, Owens.
Oh, really?
My bad. Give me Marcus Lattimore.
Ooh.
Stay with the Carolina boys.
Yeah. Because it took Ty Gurley, man. Davo.
As my second receiver, give me Tavon Austin.
Nice.
Pick.
John.
This is tough. This is really tough, but I think I'm going to go Kellen Winslow as my tight end.
Good one. The second for Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just making sure. At tight end, because I think I need to take one. Give me. I mean, I may just be biased, but give me Brock Bowers.
Has Calvin Johnson been picked yet?
He is not.
I'll take Calvin Johnson, and then I'll take Cal Pitts at tight end.
Okay. Johnson. Cal Pitts. All right, I need an O-line, a defense, and another receiver. I think I'm going to take another receiver. Give me. Oh, man. I know I'm missing some guys out there. could have took Jerry Rice. Give me, you know what? Give me Michael Crabtree.
God damn it. That was my next pick.
Give me Michael Crabtree. That play he had against Texas was legendary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Go ahead, John.
Well, crap. That's what I was going to get. I'm going to pick. This is. I'm surprised. I had to look it up as soon as you said it. Because I forgot his name. But he is one of 3 receivers to ever win the Heisman. Give me Tim Brown.
Yeah, I was thinking of him and Tim Brown. Davo, you need a tight end, O-line, and defense.
Has the 2011 Alabama Crimson Tide defense been picked?
It's not.
Give me that.
Yeah, I was going to try and sneak them in. Owens.
Give me Gronk at tight end.
Okay. James, back to back.
I'm taking a Miami tight end here. Let me get Jeremy Shockey.
Good pick.
And then defense. Oh man, this is gonna be tough. I got offensive line and defense.
Yeah.
Give me any Wisconsin offensive line in the 2010s.
All right, let's make it a little bit easier. Who was running back?
Give me Melvin Gordon when he was running back.
Gordon was he 2015? Let me see.
Like one of those years.
Let me see. Melvin Gordon, Wisconsin. He left Wisconsin in, let's say, his senior year, 2014.
All right.
So 2014 Wisconsin. Owens. Just need another receiver, and you need an offensive lineman.
Give me Julio if he's there.
I think he is. All right, David.
Has Jason Witten been picked at tight end?
He is not. I don't even know what school Jason went to.
I think he went to
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Tennessee. Yeah. John.
Give me the 2011 LSU for
Defense. That's
Yep.
a real good one. Damn. I'm next. Shit. I don't know where I want to go right now. I think I'm gonna go. Dude, this is tough. I think I want to go with a Bama offensive line. So give me 2000 and just give me 2011 Bama offensive line, I guess. All right, Luke, you got back-to-back picks. You need another running back and offensive lineman. Oh, you're muted.
I'm gonna do the 1972 USC Trojans just so I can have Anthony Munoz on my team. And has Adrian Peterson been picked yet?
Oh, how did he slip that low? No,
I'll take AP.
that is a steal.
Who'd you pick?
AP.
Ooh, good pick.
AP.
Yeah, he shouldn't have dropped that low. I just need a defense. Give me the crap. It's tough. Because I really wanted Georgia and Bama and LSU.
Well, then pick one.
No, I mean, you guys already took them all.
I mean, you could go. I mean, you could go. I know a defense you could take here.
I know defense as well.
I mean, I really could just pick any Bama defense, I guess.
Or
give me the stuff. You know what? Give me 2017 Alabama. That defense was loaded. I think you had like Minka Fitzpatrick and who else was on that defense? Marlon Humphrey, I think, was on that defense too, I think. John, need a line.
my offensive line pick is Nebraska Cornhuskers 1995.
1995 Cornhuskers.
National champs.
Has the 2001 Miami Hurricanes offensive line been picked?
It is not. That's a good one, though.
Right, give me that offensive line.
2001 Hurricanes. Oh, shit. All right, Ellis. Need a line.
I mean, it could be any Alabama offensive line. 2019 Alabama.
Sure. Give it to you. And James, need defense.
Guys, I don't know why this one slipped. Let me get the 97 Michigan Wolverines with Charles Woodson leading the way.
1997 Michigan. All right. Do y'all want to take a second to look, think of some mistakes y'all may want to change? James, any changes to your team?
I have one.
Nope.
You're set. Owens, any changes to your team?
Nah, I'm good.
You sticking with Marcus Lattimore running back?
There's some better choices.
And Gronk at tight end, to be honest.
What's wrong with Gronk at tight end?
I mean,
I got to change.
he's good, but he's not the best.
Quarterback to throw to or to throw the ball to him at Arizona.
All right, I mean, you sticking with your team?
I'm sticking to it, dude.
All right. Davo?
Good.
John?
Yeah, I'm going to change my Tim Brown pick after doing some research on numbers, and I'm going to probably switch it to the greatest FCS wide receiver of all time, Jerry Rice.
Okay.
Guys show love to the little guys in this.
Yeah, Randy Moss.
Sure. Randy Moss loves FCS when he was at Marshall. Wasn't he like one of the first FCS guys to get invited to the Heisman, or like the only FCS guy to get invited to the Heisman?
Yeah, he was there with Woodson and Manning.
Yeah.
He got picked, right? Randy Moss in this draft?
Yeah.
Making sure.
Yeah. Trying to see, do I want to change to like a Stanford offensive line when like Toby Gerhardt was there or something like that? Nah, I'll stick with my team. I think I'm good. Luke, you got any changes?
Yeah, you can. Hold on. My two receivers are who?
Justin Jefferson and Calvin Johnson.
So
There's some guys out there.
Is Tim Brown now on the pickup block?
Yes, he is. You can pick him up.
I think I'll stick with Jay Jettis. Yeah, pretty much.
Anybody that we missed, surprisingly?
The greatest college quarterback of all time, Tommy Frazier from Nebraska.
Tommy
Cor-
James Winston.
Earl Campbell, Archie Griffin.
Corey Davis. He's the most reception yards of all time.
Eddie George,
That's-
Trent Richardson, Darren McFadden.
Yeah.
Darren
Vince Young.
McFadden.
Oh, he picked Vince Young, I'm sure.
No, I got Vince Young. Just, I
Percy
mean,
Harvin.
Honorable mention to the 2017-2018 Clemson Tigers defense.
Sam
1981 Clemson
Actually-
Tigers defense.
Sam Bradford.
Sam Bradford, yeah. Colt McCoy.
Colt McCoy.
Kelvin,
just-
can I make a change?
Blake
uh-oh.
Bortles.
Can I still make a change?
Is this allowed? Is this allowed?
I don't know. I think I don't know, man.
We gave you a chance. All right, vote. We give it, James. What you say?
Oh, don't
You
care.
give us say he wants to make a change.
I don't care.
John.
Was it somebody that we named?
Well,
Somebody
I
that we.
named him.
You know what? All right. We'll
I
let it
said
slide.
Corey Davis.
Who are you taking off? Alshon?
Alshon for Corey Davis.
Damn.
Smart.
And Corey Davis is the most reception yards of all time in college football.
I agree. I think you definitely should have had Alshon Jeffrey on there, but I think I maybe would have gone with like Hunter Renfrow.
I just looked and Alshon Jeffrey's not in the top 100 for most receiving yards in college football.
Correct. Brian Edwards is over him.
Justin Blackman from Oklahoma State was a dog. too.
Holy crap. That makes me want to change, but I can't because I picked Randy Moss and Desmond Howard.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You probably got the two best, to be honest,
Yeah.
as a tandem. I mean, shit, all of ours are really good. I
Look
feel
at
like
my
the
running
one.
back room, though. Look at my RB room.
Everybody's
Yeah.
RB room is stacked.
Mm-hmm.
Besides Marcus
think-
Lattimore over there.
I got two highs.
Yeah, you say Marcus Lattimore. No.
Like Marcus Lattimore stud, but like he probably would have won Heisman that year, but man.
No, is this a real question? Did he ever run for over 1,000 at Carolina?
He kept getting
I think he did his freshman year.
It's like a Kevin Harris type deal, you know?
Yeah.
That was Kevin Harris's sophomore year.
or the Kevin.
I mean, he's in the
Owens.
NFL, ain't he?
Yeah.
Marcus
And-
Lattimore was like,
Yeah, because he destroyed his ACL.
Lattimore only ran over 1,000 yards his freshman year, and that was 13 games. He only played 16 games after that.
I mean, Kevin Harris
Yeah.
might be the greatest Carolina running back of all time. Stat line.
Yeah.
George Rogers.
Yeah,
George Rogers, Heisman winner.
That's an honorable mention. George Rogers.
Yeah, he did win the Heisman. He did win the Heisman.
CJ Spiller, honorable mention.
Deshaun Watson. Honorable.
James Winston.
CJ Spiller, Travis Etienne.
James
You
Winston,
know
greatest
what-
ACC quarterback of all time.
You know a defense that we missed that was great? 2013 Florida State. I mean, that defense was loaded.
2009 Florida.
2016 Clemson was good. You're right. Yeah.
2009 Florida was loaded too. Oh my lord, I didn't even think about Florida. Owens, to be honest, you probably have the worst quarterback on the list. I know you chose Tebow, but like as a quarterback, probably the worst one.
I like Tebow.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying as a quarterback. I mean, you got Cam, Trevor Lawrence, Peyton, Joe Burrow, Vince Young. All those guys are better quarterbacks than Tim Tebow.
Jameis Winston, greatest ACC quarterback of all time. He has
What?
every single passing record in the ACC. That's a big miss.
Okay.
Guys,
What
holy crap. I'm just looking at Jameis Winston stats. He's number one in pass yards per attempt, NCAA, passing efficiency rating, number one in every single ACC category.
Well, let's just not act like that the ACC is like a terrible football conference.
At this
I'm not.
point, you should have drafted Aaron Murray. I mean, he's statistically the greatest SEC passer of all time.
Or AJ McCarron.
I think it was Manning.
No, Murray has most yards, touchdowns,
No, Manning
completions.
does.
Yeah,
Murray broke those
Eli
records.
Manning does.
Okay.
Murray,
Marcus
look it up.
Arch did.
I think it was ours, yeah.
All right. Well,
Will Rogers is going to break the Aaron Murray's passing record though for most career yards this year.
Yeah.
all right. Well, We will see y'all next week. Peace.